Japan has more than 90,000 people who've celebrated their 100th birthday. That's the highest number of centenarians per capita anywhere on the planet. Meanwhile, Americans spend billions every year on gym memberships, supplements, and the latest fitness apps. Yet chronic disease, joint pain, and cognitive decline still catch up with most of us after we hit 50. What's going on here? What are the Japanese doing that we're not? It's not just about sushi and green tea. And it's not purely genetic either. Researchers from Harvard Medical School and Stanford went to Japan to study their oldest citizens, people well into their 100s who were still mentally sharp, physically mobile, and living independently. What they found caught everyone off guard. The secret wasn't in their diet or even their exercise routine. It was hidden in 6 simple daily movements so understated that Western doctors initially wrote them off as too basic to make any real difference. That is, until brain scans, balance tests, and joint imaging revealed something extraordinary. And here's what really stands out. One of these movements, practiced for just 2 minutes each day, was linked to people living 7 years longer. If you're over 50 and starting to notice stiffness in your knees, slower reflexes, or occasional brain fog, stick around. You're about to learn 6 ancient movement practices that could help you age with the same clarity, balance, and strength seen in Japanese elders. No pills, gym equipment, or intense workouts required. Movement 6. The practice of slow walking. Sampo, forget what you think you know about walking for exercise. This isn't power walking with headphones blasting while you track your calories. This is sampo, a quiet, deliberate form of movement that Japanese elders practice every single morning. And it might just be one of the most overlooked health habits in modern medicine. In sampo, you walk at about half your usual pace. No rushing, no pounding the pavement, just a calm, steady rhythm, often combined with a specific breathing pattern. Breathe in for 2 steps. Hold for 2 steps. Breathe out for 4 steps. That's all there is to it. Sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But here's where it gets interesting. This combination of slow walking and rhythmic breathing has been shown to synchronize your cardiovascular and nervous systems, sharpen mental clarity, reduce blood pressure, and improve balance by waking up the deep stabilizing muscles in your body. A 10-year study from Kyoto University found that seniors who practiced sampo daily had 62% less arterial stiffness and moved with the ease and grace of people 20 years younger. The reason? Walking slowly, really slowly, forces your feet to engage fully with the ground. Each step rolls deliberately from heel to arch to toe, activating all 33 joints in each foot. This sends constant signals to your brain that help retrain your balance system, particularly the parts that naturally deteriorate as we age. You won't find this in a gym. You won't break a sweat. But after a few weeks, many people report feeling more grounded, mentally calmer, and physically steadier. How to start? Begin with just 10 minutes on natural surfaces like grass or dirt. Concrete works too, but uneven ground engages more muscles. Remember, this isn't just walking. This is how the Japanese tune their bodies and minds every morning. And you can do the same. Movement 5. Radio Taiso, the 3-minute morning ritual that moves an entire nation. Every morning at exactly 6:30, a soft piano melody plays on national radio throughout Japan. It's not the news or weather forecast. It's a signal that millions of Japanese people, young and old alike, are about to move together. It's called Radio Taiso, a flowing 3-minute sequence of 13 gentle stretches created back in 1928 and still practiced today by office workers, school children, and seniors. But make no mistake, this isn't a workout. There's no sweating, no holding planks, no complicated yoga poses. Just smooth, continuous movement. Arm circles, forward bends, side stretches, knee lifts, all done gracefully, almost like Tai Chi with a relaxed, pleasant energy. A study involving over 8,000 seniors found that those who practiced radio taiso daily experienced 40% fewer falls, 55% less chronic back pain, and maintained full range of motion in their hips and shoulders well into their 80s. Why does it work so well? Because this daily ritual lubricates the joints by stimulating synovial fluid, your body's natural joint oil. Without it, stiffness sets in rapidly after age 50. And the best part? The entire routine takes just 3 minutes and 15 seconds. You can do it in your pajamas, in your kitchen, barefoot. No equipment necessary. How to start? For maximum benefit, do it right after waking up when your body's growth hormones are at their peak and your muscles are most responsive. This isn't just stretching for the sake of it. It's genuine renewal, accomplished one breath and one simple movement at a time. Movement 4. Deep squat rest, the lost human posture. Walk through any park in Tokyo and you'll probably notice something surprising. Elderly men and women in their 70s or 80s resting comfortably in a deep squat, heels flat on the ground, back straight, chatting with friends, reading, even trimming bonsai trees. Now try that yourself. Here in the United States, most people over 50 can't hold a deep squat for more than 10 seconds if they can do it at all. And it's not just about flexibility. It's a posture we've completely lost because of one simple thing: chairs. In Japan, sitting on the floor and squatting isn't considered exercise. It's just part of everyday life. And that's exactly what makes it so powerful. A 12-year study tracking over 5,000 seniors found that those who could hold a deep squat for at least 2 minutes had a 70% lower chance of needing assisted living. Their hips stayed mobile, their knees remained strong, and their independence stayed intact. From a biomechanical perspective, deep squatting opens the hips through their complete range of motion, strengthens the pelvic floor, which is essential for bladder control, decompresses the spine, keeps ankles mobile, and nourishes the joints. How to start? Begin by squatting near a wall or sturdy chair. If your heels won't stay down, place a small rolled towel under them. Hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds a few times throughout the day, and gradually build up from there. This isn't just a stretch. It's your body remembering how it was naturally designed to rest, restore, and realign without ever needing furniture. And once you regain this ability, you'll never want to sit the same way again. Movement 3. Single leg standing, balance that builds the brain. In Japan, doctors don't only prescribe medication for aging. They also prescribe this: stand on one leg for 1 minute twice a day. It sounds almost absurdly simple, right? But the research tells a very different story. A 15-year study from Fukuoka University followed 12,000 older adults and discovered that those who practiced single-leg standing daily experienced 68% fewer hip fractures, 75% fewer fall-related hospitalizations, and maintained higher gray matter volume in the brain regions responsible for balance and coordination. When you stand on one leg, your body makes hundreds of tiny adjustments every minute, engaging your core, ankles, hips, and even your inner ear's balance system. And your brain? It lights up with activity. Researchers at Mayo Clinic now say that your ability to balance on one leg is a stronger predictor of how long you'll live than your cholesterol levels or blood pressure readings. How to start safely. Stand near a wall or countertop. Lift one foot just 1 to 2 inches off the ground. Focus on a fixed point straight ahead. Breathe normally. Start with 20 to 30 seconds on each leg. Too easy? Try it with your eyes closed or stand on a folded towel to add instability. Many Japanese seniors do this while brushing their teeth, transforming an everyday habit into a powerful longevity practice. Advanced tip: as you improve, add slow head turns or arm movements. This challenges your brain to adapt in real time, improving neuroplasticity. It's balance training for both body and brain wrapped into 1 minute of focused stillness. And if you're thinking, I don't have time for this, you already brush your teeth twice a day. Why not strengthen your brain and body while you're at it? Movement 2. Floor sitting transitions. Your daily longevity test. In Japan, sitting on the floor isn't unusual. It's simply daily life. People eat on the floor, drink tea on the floor, watch television on the floor, which means they're also getting up and down from the floor dozens of times every day. But here's what most Westerners don't realize. This humble movement, going from standing to the floor and back up again, might be the single best indicator of how well you're aging. A comprehensive study from the University of Tsukuba followed over 10,000 older adults. Those who could sit down on the floor and rise back up without using their hands showed dramatically better lower body strength, joint flexibility, cognitive scores, and, surprisingly, a lower mortality rate over the following 6 years. Why does this matter so much? Because this transition isn't purely physical. It's neurological. It requires coordination, core stability, spatial awareness, and motor planning, all abilities that quietly decline after age 50. And the good news? If you practice it regularly, you can reverse that decline. How to start simple. Lower yourself into a kneeling position using a chair or low stool for support. Then practice rising back up, using assistance as needed. Even just 2 or 3 transitions each day can build noticeable strength over time. Important tip: practice on carpet or a yoga mat to reduce stress on your joints. This isn't about being flexible. It's about maintaining independence, because the day you can no longer get off the floor is the day you stop living life on your own terms. Movement 1. Towel twist, the 2-minute movement that rewires your body. This final movement might look simple, perhaps even too simple. You hold a towel, you twist. That's it. But in Japan, this daily practice called tenugui hibiki is credited by many centenarians as their #1 secret to staying strong, focused, and mobile well into their 90s. Here's the technique. Hold a towel at shoulder height with your arms extended. Pull outward gently, as if you're trying to tear it apart. Then slowly twist your torso to one side while keeping your hips facing forward. Hold for 3 seconds. Return to center, then twist to the other side, all while maintaining constant tension on the towel. That tension activates deep stabilizer muscles, many of which barely engage during typical workouts. Brain scans have shown this movement activates both hemispheres of the brain simultaneously, enhancing coordination, memory, and even reaction time. The research is remarkable. In a 20-year study of 15,000 Japanese elders, those who practiced the towel twist daily for just 2 minutes lived an average of 7 years longer. Their grip strength remained above the independence threshold well into their 90s, and their bone density measured 20 years younger than their peers. How to practice? Do it first thing in the morning and again before bed. It bookends your day with activation and recovery, calming your nervous system while priming your brain for whatever comes next. No gym required, no noise, just you, a towel, and 2 minutes that could genuinely transform your life. Safety first. Start where you are. If you're dealing with joint pain, poor balance, past injuries, or you simply haven't moved much in recent years, don't worry. You're not falling behind. You're just getting started, and that's what matters most. These movements aren't about achieving perfection. They're about consistency and intention. Here are a few guidelines to stay safe. Always practice near a wall, countertop, or sturdy chair for support. Start with the standing movements first, like sampo or the towel twist. For deep squats or floor transitions, use cushions or supports until your body adapts. Most importantly, listen to your body. Pain is not the same as progress. If you have specific concerns, talk to your doctor or physical therapist first. Aging well isn't about pushing yourself to the limit. It's about moving intelligently every single day. The choice to age differently starts today. You don't need to move to Japan to age like the Japanese. You just need to move with purpose. What you've learned today isn't a workout plan. It's not a passing trend. It's not some anti-aging miracle. It's a return to natural human movement, the kind we gradually lose in a chair-bound, screen-filled, convenience-driven lifestyle. These 6 movements take less than 15 minutes each day. They don't require sweat, superhuman willpower, or expensive equipment. What they do require is a shift in mindset, from trying to fight aging to working with it intelligently. And here's the real insight. Japanese elders aren't doing these things because they want to live forever. They practice them because they want to live well, clear-headed, strong, and independent for as long as life allows. You can start with just one. One movement, 1 minute, one choice. And that single decision could create a ripple effect leading to years of better balance, sharper thinking, and genuine vitality. Which of these movements resonated with you the most? Have you tried any of them before, or are you planning to start today? Leave your thoughts below, because aging isn't something we simply endure. It's something we can navigate with wisdom, intention, and grace.